Is going on, Taurus Squad, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, thank you for your patience. As you guys know, my cousin, my best friend, passed away very unexpectedly about 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, that has definitely been a turnaround for me, for the family. You know, a lot of people are greatly affected by this. So, I thank everyone for just being so patient and level headed with me throughout this. I was really dreading being cursed out by like a lot of clients and stuff, but everybody was cool for my first time, ever in the history of me doing tarot. So I really, really appreciate that, guys. Okay. So, Taurus, I wanted to start with a video for us because, I feel safe and at home with every sign that I do, but we're Taurians, so this is my safest place. And I thought that it would be a very gentle and soft launch back to YouTube. So here we are, guys. All right, so guys, it is Monday, December 2nd when I am recording this. I have not touched a deck since all of this has happened. So let's see what's going on. All right. Now, guys, this is for all Taurus placements. Keep in mind, it could be your energy that I'm picking up on or the energy of something or someone around you. And a disclaimer, guys, I will never contact you for a reading. If someone does, that is a scammer pretending to be me. So please be careful, my loves, and do not get got, okay? All right, Taurus Squad. I'm using my Witch's Tarot deck. What is going on with Taurus Squad? Past, present, and future. Let me turn my phone over, guys, so it doesn't distract me. There we go. All right, guys, so the first card we have is the Six of Cups reversed. And this is for your past. Let's get two more, and then we'll delve into these and really break them down. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. Let's get one more. And we have the Ace of Wands reversed, okay? Wow. The energy is the Hierophant, all right? The High Priest in this deck, but the Hierophant. We have the Eight of Wands reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Five of Wands. So this is definitely a huge transition for everyone, okay? Because there's certain things in your life, Taurus, that you just don't have the patience for it, all right? You don't have the willingness to sacrifice yourself anymore for certain things or people, whatever it may be, okay? And the things that have really exhausted you, the areas in your life where it's just like, I can't no more, you have fully pulled yourself out. Okay, I think that if some of you, because Taurians, it takes us kind of a while to let go of something. Okay, that's why a lot of people, like, they don't ever see us, like, dropping them because it's like, well, Taurus has put up with so much from us, they're not going to drop us now. And then they're surprised when we do. So there's something here that, like, maybe you had one foot in the door, one foot out, all right? And it's just like, you can't, like, something just happened where it's like, it was the final push to go. It was the final push to just really get through that door, really get through that doorway, really get to where you got to go, to leave behind what is no longer resonating with your life, okay? And guys, the Hierophant, not only does this card represent us Taurians, but it's my favorite card in the deck because I think it's so powerful, all right? When the Hierophant comes upright, regardless of what has happened in your life, it is telling you that you are now on the path for your higher self. All right? You are now in alignment for your purpose, the reason why you were born, the reason why you're here. Okay? And the Hierophant, it's a very powerful person, guys, because, Taurians naturally have psychic ability. We're naturally very, very in tune. We're the type of people that we can meet someone and off rip, just like, I don't want to say dislike them, that's a strong word, but we can be like, oh, there's something here. And it could be the sort of thing where everyone's like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with you, Taurus? Like, you're too judgmental. Like, why would you think that? And then, like, 3 months later, or 3 years later, or 30 years later, they're like, oh, that's what you saw. And it's like, yeah. And we don't understand why, but we just have that innate sense of knowing, you know? So with the the high priest here, which is a hierophant, you're put in a position like, I don't want to say so much religious figure, but think of someone that's very, very, very tuned in, okay? In a spiritually elevated way, like more than the average Joe, okay? Think of yourself as that person, and it's like, think of yourself as, like, you know, seeing the magic in life, and seeing the things that we don't necessarily see with the naked eye, you know, and then being able to teach a muggle what it is that you're seeing. And that's an important role to play. All right, think about, like, The Giver, if you guys have read the book or seen the movie. Okay, everyone's seeing in black and white, and The Giver, yeah, The Giver sees in color, but The Giver also feels everything. So there's a responsibility that comes with being the giver. So think of yourself as that right now. Okay, so there's something that it's like, it's your job in a sense to make the world understand, to really tap in. All right, the Hierophant isn't someone that, like, sits back and is quiet. The Hierophant is this teacher, the leader, the person that's going to help you wake up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the groove that you guys are in. And did it take a whole lot of BS for you to get there? Yes. All right. But you are blessed beyond belief now, especially those of you that you lost something, or you lost someone that you were closely tied to. But now it's like there's something you're not worried about anymore. Guys, for some of you specifically, what you don't have to worry about anymore is financial stress, or something where you were not stable before, but now you're not even worried about it because you know you're stable. There's some sort of conflict that you've cut out. Okay, so let's talk about these cards, guys. So we have the Six of Cups in reverse. All right, so there's just a cycle that's being closed out. Okay, you guys are ready to go towards a new chapter in life. Like, you're really ready to close, you know, to turn over that last page. Okay, let's see more about the Six of Cups reversed. We have the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay, let's get one more. The Nine of Pentacles reversed. For some of you, this could be an energy external to you. Look at how the Hierophant is still there. This could be an energy that's external to you, but for a lot of you, I feel like this is going to be your energy. You are very unapologetic, but also very on guard with the direction that you're going in. Like, I hear someone screaming, like, I can't take this anymore. Like, I can't take my life the way it is, or I can't take this person being around me, or I cannot walk into that job again tomorrow. Like, you have been pushed to such an extreme that it makes you say, fuck it. And I feel like you're saying fuck it in areas where it's like you've kind of let shit slide, or you've kind of let things be the way they are for a while. But now there's, again, this really unapologetic energy. Like, you can't do it anymore. Okay? And I love this next card because with the Five of Pentacles reversed, Taurus, this is when everything changes for you. This is when you guys go from the energy of lack, loneliness, being ostracized, anything like that, like feeling like you were the odd one out, whatever. And now you're going to a place of replenishment and restoration. Okay, there's things that you were lacking in before that you're not lacking in now. And for a lot of you, there's a lot of pentacle energy here. So I feel like a lot of you are going to have a financial turnaround. All right, but pentacle is also the things that make us feel stable. So there's something or some things that were not stable for you that now you're just like, oh shit, like I actually have all this worked out. You know what I'm saying? Ace of Wands reversed, we have that there, but I almost forgot. Let's break down this Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay, again, it's, you know, with the Hierophant here, guys, like, let's face it, the universe can be dramatic sometimes, but I feel as though spirit always finds a way to talk to us in a way that we'll understand. Okay, it's like for us Tauruses, everyone's like, "Oh, you're so stubborn." It's not that we're necessarily stubborn. First of all, when we're stubborn, it's because we know that something works. We're not going to change that. But it's not that we're stubborn. We're kind of just on like that talk to me nice sort of energy. So imagine going up to a Taurus or someone going up to you and being like, "Yo, fuck you, do this shit for me right now." As opposed to, "Hey Taurus, how you been? Oh, that's incredible. Yo, hook me up with that whenever you can get around to it." Where do you think we're gonna get up and move faster? You know what I'm saying? So it's not so much that a Taurus is stubborn, but how did you approach that Taurus? Was it an attack? Was there anger behind it? All right, was there animosity or maliciousness behind it? Because we're going to pick up on all of that. And Taurians, we don't reward bad behavior. If you're being a piece of shit, then that's the category we put you in. You're a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going here with this Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay, again, replenishment, guys. We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed, guys. And this is replenishment at a time where you were really tired, you were really exhausted. Some of you were really just about to throw in the towel. A lot of you didn't see hope after a certain situation because you have been taking L after L after L, right? Loss after loss after loss. Okay, and because of all the turmoil you've been going through, you guys have been very, very guarded. Okay, Taurians, we don't like to be around people when we're not in a good mindset, when we're not in a good place. If I'm broke and sad, you're not going to see me. It's that simple. When I'm happy, good, and paid, then I come around because I have more to offer people. And that's like, "Oh, here's money for everyone." But like, no, fuck. Since I'm solid, I can be solid around you, right? So it's going to be a better experience for those people around us because now we got our shit together. Okay. But again, you know, there's a lot of losses you guys were taking. And it's crazy how that Hierophant keeps, you know, it kept popping up. Which means that there's a reason, Taurus, why you were taking the losses. And you know what? To go back to the word losses, I don't even think it was losses. I think it was redirection. I think that we feel, looking back at certain things, there was a lot of losses. All right? But it was simply just spirit saying, like, "Taurus, that's not good enough. Let's back up off that. Taurus, I heard what those people said behind your back. I'm cutting that out of your life. Yo, Taurus, yeah, you wanted this job, but I'm going to make sure you get denied from that because this is what you're meant to do." It wasn't losses, guys. It was redirection. Okay? Because there was just more that you were meant for. You guys really would have been settling. All right? With the Five of Swords, as your life is changing and getting better, a lot of you can be kind of in a place of disbelief. You know? Because there's a lot of, you know, once things start working out in your favor, I still think there's a lot of like internal battles you could be having. You know what I'm saying? You know, an example of that, guys, I don't know what it was. There was a time where like I just kept trying to get a car and trying to get a car and trying to get a car, and it's just like my credit was there, the money was there, like I had everything I needed, but every time I would try to get it, okay, no matter where I went, there was always something that messed it up, like always something small, you know? So I had just given up on the whole concept of a car. You know, I don't force things. When you have to work that hard, God is saying wait. So I left it alone. And then something unexpected happened and everything worked out. And I remember I'm talking to my mom and I'm like, "Yeah, I ordered this to the house and then I got to wait on tomorrow to do this and blah, 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 blah." And I had been on that mindset for 3 or 4 days. She's like, "Bitch, don't you have a car outside?" She didn't call me bitch, you know? But she's like, "Don't you got a car outside?" And I go, "Oh, shit." Because I was so used to being in lack. I was so used to losing. I was so used to watching bad people get rewarded. So I forgot that I had a leg up somewhere. Okay? So for a lot of you, it could have just felt so hopeless because it's like you could have been in an era of like just taking loss after loss. That even when a win comes, it takes a moment for it to feel real, you know? So again, there's a lot of inner turmoil. All right. But now there's this change happening within you where you're realizing your path was never meant to be heavy. What is in your life right now, Taurus? If it's even in your life, but what is in your life right now that is causing you stress that does not need to be there? Okay. And I'm not talking about like your kids and shit like that. Like, nah, like if that's your case, you're a parent, be a parent. You know what I'm saying? But like, let's say you got a friend stressing you out. Like, that's weird behavior. Like, friends are choices. Why would we choose a headache? You know what I'm saying? Or if you have a lover disrespecting you, what are we doing? A lover is a choice. Why are we choosing things that hurt? You know what I'm saying? So anything in your life that you know does not need to be there, that equates to burden, you're realizing now more than ever, okay, because of the shift that you've gone through recently, that this is not your story. All right? This is not your story. The mind is so strong, guys, you know? If you guys have a chance, find me on Instagram, High Vibrations 44, spelled just the way it's supposed to be. And look at my second to last post, the one that was before the tribute I made to my cousin. And that pretty much breaks down, you know, what I feel like life is like. Because we have the mind to manifest whatever it is that we want. All right? There's someone, guys, right now that's a billionaire with less talent than you. All right? But in their mind, they're more delusional than you. And that's why they made that happen. All right? So now your mind has changed in a way where you are not falling into the trap of cheap delusion. If you look at someone or something and it is not what you want, and if you know you want so much more, you're not going to stick around the bad. Okay? A lot of you are going to have people around you that's like, oh shit, I never thought Taurus would leave. I never thought Taurus would throw in the towel. And we're waking up now one by one, realizing like, I wasn't meant for this ghetto mess. Like, this shit is ghetto. You know? It's like, I'm meant for greatness. I deserve to be loved well. I deserve to be respected. I deserve to be in rooms that people get so excited when I walk in. We can't have anything less than that, guys. We've already been through enough. All right? We can't have that. Ace of Wands reversed. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So there were certain things I feel that you guys were passionate about or really thought you'd be passionate about it. All right. And things didn't quite go to plan. But something that didn't go to plan is going to be the reason, or is the reason, why something amazing happens for you. For some of you, you could be in a weird place where, let's say you're just going through a lot of turmoil with something, but on like the other end of things, like something really good is happening for you. Okay. A lot of you could be in like a weird place like that, where like this area of your life it feels like complete utter shit, but this, it's like, oh my God, you know, something to be excited about. So you could be in the middle of that as well. Okay, because again, there's things that didn't work out because there was just ugly energies around it. Something isn't in your life anymore because you see it for what it is. For some of you, you could have specifically been dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. all right, or somebody that has those energies heavily in their chart, okay? Um, but there's something that doesn't work because there's some sort of fucked up approach that was taken, or someone really just did something in the wrong way, okay? And this is very specific, Taurus, but I feel like for some of you, maybe it could have been people, like a group of people, all right? Friends, family, co-workers. But for some of you, I feel like there could have been more than one person behind something that it's like people could have been sending like really dark or like malicious energy towards you, and like had a moment to laugh about it, you know, have some drinks talking about it, like, you know, it's like there was bread broken somewhere at the expense of your name, at the expense of you being gossiped about. And now there's someone, okay, or it could be this whole group, whatever. But at least somebody's just like, shit, I put my foot in my mouth. Okay? The word I keep hearing is that something is backfiring. Okay, there's something where you're just like, damn, I really hope they got a good laugh off of that. Like, I really hope they felt that was worth it. Because now it's like you're seeing someone's life in shambles. And why? Because for the most part, Taurus, you were minding your business. All right? You were minding your business. You changed your life. And guys, with the world card promises that something really good is coming in. So it's like, I just feel like there was a person, a group of people that laughed, that pointed, that ostracized you. Like you weren't cool enough to be around. You know, like you were the one that everybody wanted to feel like shit, you know? And it's like something happens for you where they're like, fuck, let's see if we can make nice with Taurus. And it's like, yeah, you guys aren't bending over backwards. Okay? And guys, I say this all the time. All right? When we love a person, people, like, we go so hard for you. But naturally, a lot of us don't like a lot of people, all right? We're not going to go out and be mean to everyone. We'll smile and all that. But when it comes to, like, oh, who are we inviting over? Who are we cooking for? Like, who's going to be in our space and in our energy? Like, do I need to sage the house after that? Like, we're not bringing people to our house that we got to sage that shit after you leave, all right? Taurians have been through so much that we don't have the energy for that. We just don't. All right, so it's either you're fucking with us and you're good for us, or we're just not fucking with you. But I feel that there's going to be things or people that try to force their way back into your life because of something good that happens for you. But Taurians, we have the memory of an elephant, you know? Even if you did something to us 25, 30 years ago, and even if we don't remember every little detail about it, we'll never forget the way it made us feel. We'll never forget that. All right? Because again, we don't naturally just like everybody and everything in this world. So when we like something, we really treasure it. We go above and beyond. That's why Taurians, although you might not see it because you might just think we're mad, that's why Taurians get so disgustingly heartbroken. All right, when we realize, like, oh, that friend never fucked with you. When we realize, oh, that lover was using you. When we realize, oh, that boss never cared about you. All right, you had one huge family, I don't know, emergency, and you were fired. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we get really, really, really hurt because it's like, damn, we don't go all out for everybody and for everything. So it's humiliating when we see the truth of things. It's heartbreaking. We take it really, really hard. And not only will we, you know, take it very personally, but we're also going to have a moment where we're just like, shame on ourselves. Why didn't we see that? Okay, why didn't we see that? Let's get one more card here. We have the Two of Pentacles reversed. Guys, there's something that ends in your life, but from that point on, Not only is there balance, but there's very good fortune, all right? The Wheel of Fortune is the energy equivalent to like winning the lottery, all right? Whether it's actual money coming in your life or just something that makes you feel very abundant that comes in, okay? And this is something, Taurus, that takes away the sadness you've had in a particular area in your life for a while. For some of you, this could be like an emotional sadness. For others of you, what I feel like this is, I feel like this is something where like maybe you just couldn't make something happen. Okay, like maybe you were determined to be a millionaire, but you always fell short, slightly short. And then this time, let's say after years, you finally look at your, at your statements and you're like, I made $1,000,000 and and you're just like, damn, like I crossed that threshold finally. All right. And guys, this doesn't have to be something monetary at all. This could be anything. Maybe you wanted to be consistent with your health, showing up to the gym or working out, and maybe you just couldn't before, but now it's like, oh shit, I've been loyal to my plan for the last 6 months. That's something. All right, guys? So there's something that it just brings us happiness, finally. There's some sort of cycle of loss that you don't have to go through again, okay? All right, so present moment, what is going on here? Okay, guys, we have the Sun card. All right, so this is a huge blessing. All right, next two cards are the Emperor and the King of Swords reversed. Okay, and we have the Three of Cups. This is very interesting, Taurus. The Lovers reversed is at the bottom. Now, guys, I always say that 99.8% of the time, all right, the King of Swords reversed is my least favorite card in the deck. Because who is this usually? This is someone that will punch you in the face, destroy your life, and then go out and tell everybody that you did that to them, and then everyone hates you because you did that to them. All right, this is a narcissist. This is a piece of shit. This is an asshole most of the time. All right, this is someone that will do the most destruction and chaos in your life, even if they don't get anything out of it. Like, even if they don't win anything from it. All right? But the 0.2% of the time that I actually fuck with this card, and that's the meaning I'm getting, all right, in this present moment. The other part of the King of Swords reversed is when we get pushed to such an extreme that we have no choice but to match your energy. And now it's a fucking problem. Now it's a problem. Because Tauruses, we're not supposed to match people's energy. All right? We're supposed to lie still on the ground. All right? As they put on some heavy ass steel-plated Timbs and just walk all over our backs. You're supposed to be the rug, the carpet. All right? You're supposed to be a doormat. All right? But this is when, again, you match it. All right? So say like you're getting hit and you're getting hit and you're getting hit and you're getting hit. I'm using hit because it's just an easy example. And you just block and you block or you run. Like you do everything to avoid the hit. Right? With this energy, this is when you finally stand back and say, you know what? And then there's someone running around like, Taurus hit me. And they look like a fucking idiot. How do you hit so many times and never expect the swing to come back to you? Literally, metaphorically, whatever. Spiritually, whatever. All right? Karma is a thing. Sometimes it takes a week to come back. Sometimes it takes a year to come back. Sometimes it's a few decades. But you reap what you sow. All right? There's no escaping that. The only way you can escape it is death. All right? And we don't got time for that shit. We got shit to do. All right? We got shit to do. We got to be here. We got to live. All right? So there's this blessing coming in, and guys, this is in the present moment, all right? And we have the Three of Cups, so this is something that's really going to be celebrated. With the people you still have left in your corner, like, this is something that's going to be so good that your friends, your family, the people that like you're cool with, the people that genuinely love you, like, they're probably going to be crying that they're so happy with you. All right? Like, this is a type of energy where you could pick up your phone and be like, "Yo, ma, quit your job right now." I'm not kidding. Quit your job right now. We made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the sort of energy I feel with this. And you know how I know that this King of Swords reverse isn't bad in this case? Because it's next to the Emperor. And the Emperor is someone that I always describe the Emperor as, like, if you've seen Game of Thrones, Jon Snow. Okay? The Emperor is someone that they want the best for the general good. Like, for the common good, for like the good for the people. All right? The Emperor is fair. All right? The Emperor does what needs to be done. The Emperor looks after the collective. The Emperor is trusted by the collective. The collective look to the Emperor and say, okay, what's next? What should we do? Where should we go? We trust you. Okay? So you guys, for some of you, yeah, maybe you are being an asshole, because there's two sides of this. So some of you might not resonate with this. There could be a cross-watcher saying, no, that's me. And the Taurus has been shit. Okay? So it could go both ways. But for a majority of you, the fact that the Emperor is next to the King of Swords reverse, it's because you're finally matching energy. All right? People that thought you would never throw a swing back after taking hit after hit after hit. Okay? But to do it with this energy, it's saying that you're moving in a noble way. That this is just simply justice for someone or something. You're moving in a noble way. You didn't leave your house this morning with the intention to fuck up everyone's life. All right? This is someone who's very upright and honest. And, you know, this is someone that if you're like, yo, I heard you was talking shit about me last week, the Emperor is going to be like, what happened last week is that I was talking about what you did. I can see how you feel like that's talking shit. So let's think about that. If me describing what you did sounds like talking shit, then that means it sounds bad, which means instead of questioning why I was talking about it, we should question the actions themselves. So no, I wasn't talking shit. I was providing truth. And it feels like an attack because what the truth was ugly. You know, this is like when someone does something really, really ugly, and now they're ashamed that people are talking about it. And it's like, don't be mad at the person who spoke about it. All right? Be mad at yourself for giving them something to speak about. You know, you guys, you didn't wake up with any intention to ruin anything or anyone. All right? You guys just want to live well. All right? You want to be well fed. You want great food. You want experiences, you know, traveling, and just, you want freedom. Okay? And you guys are aware of karma. And you don't have it in you to plot on somebody to fuck their life up, because you don't have time for the karma that would come. You're just trying to be a stand-up guy or a stand-up woman. Okay? So this King of Swords reverse, I'm glad that somebody's finally seeing your wrath. All right, Taurus? And I tell people that all the time. Yes, it takes Taurians a long time to explode and to blow up. But we're doing that to spare you. Not because we're weak, not because we're a little bitch, not because we're scared of you. We know the destruction we can do. We're bulls for a reason. You don't allow a bull into a china shop. We know we can fuck you up physically, mentally, verbally. We know we can destroy your life. And that's why we keep our mouth closed. That's why we kind of just, we just peep and we watch. Because we know what we're capable of. Guys, I say it to you all the time. This thing right here, all jokes aside, 40 lives can be compromised with this phone. Minimum. You know, so that's why I tell people, leave me alone and I'll leave you alone. Don't give me a reason to talk about you. All right, because you can say this, and all people might be like, oh, Lisette's doing what? But if I tell them what I know, like, you're behind bars on some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, don't make me tell people what I know. You know, like when we don't come after people, that's us respecting them. Cause we know we can. We play chess, not checkers. All right? So let's keep going, guys. Why is the Sun card here? We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Six of Pentacles. All right, for some of you, there could be a significant Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius around you. Okay. But there's something that just, it inspires you, Taurus. All right, it puts a fire under your ass. And I don't know why I feel the need to say again. Okay, because I feel like for a lot of you, there was a fire that you had. But life got in the way, and you guys just needed a minute to step back. And like I said, when we don't feel well on the mental, on the spiritual, all right, on the physical, when we don't feel good, we kind of pull ourselves out of the picture. We isolate, okay? Because we're in our heads too much when we know that we're in a low place and we're around people. We're looking at them like, oh, they're probably talking about how fucked up my life. Like, we don't want to go outside and display fucking misery, and we don't want to go outside and confirm to people that we're struggling. Like, no. Like, I'll stay inside. Let me deal with my shit. And when I'm good, you'll see me again. All right? You're never going to tell people the way that you were suffering. But something really balances out, Taurus. And it's a very huge blessing for you. And what's interesting, Taurus, is that for many of you, this is something that finds you, that comes to you, because I see you guys standing still. I see you guys standing still. And something drastically changes. And guys, this is after a really fucked up chapter in life, okay? The Ten of Swords, that's heavy betrayal. That's something heavy or abrupt or both that happens in your life, okay? But again, with that Knight of Pentacles before, the Knight of Pentacles reversed. I don't know why I said before. But with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, like, there's something that comes to you that I don't think you necessarily went towards it. Like, I think something finds you. All right? Now, the Emperor and the King of Swords reversed. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. A lot of you aren't even going to see what's coming because your mind is so on something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know, there's something happening here and you're just like, damn, like, do y'all see this? Like, okay, like, what is that? And then there's something right here that you don't even realize is there because you're so focused. And it's like, it just grabs you. And it's like, all right, Taurus, here. And you guys are like, what? Because you didn't see it coming. You have been so preoccupied with something else. Okay? A lot of you do not see coming what it is. Okay? And I'm sitting here like, yo, what is this? I'm a Taurus too. Like, what is this? So yeah, if this has happened for you or once that happens for you, let me know in the comments what it is. Like, let's put out good stories. Let's not just, you know, complain about how dark life can be. Like, if you guys got something good to share, share it, you know? Oh, wow. All right, very specific messages, guys. There is a very reckless energy around you, whether it was a person, place, or thing, where they were really trying to force like a really fucked up narrative about you in some way, shape, or form, whether it's about you directly or about your work performance, whatever, okay? But there is something really fucked up happening towards you. And what annoyed you the most was that nobody was seeing it, okay? Like imagine someone just doing fucked up shit. All right, then it's like people side with them, and people are like, Taurus, what did he do? And it's like, what did I do? You know? So like there's something really, really fucked up happening, and it was kept under wraps. Like it wasn't really public knowledge. And it got to you. It really did, because you guys took a lot of hits. For some of you, maybe there was people, places, or things that were like navigating your downfall, and maybe it did actually hit you. Maybe you did lose money. All right, maybe your business was compromised. All right, maybe someone stole from you. Okay, because I do feel like there was a loss. I can't sit here and say, oh, y'all completely dodged that. No, I think you took some hits. I really do. Okay, but the reason why this happened is because it gave you no choice but to isolate yourself and to remove yourself from whatever this was, this malicious attack. Okay? Like, I really feel like somebody was doing something to you and really getting away with it, and I feel like it was really fucked up. Okay? So you pull yourself out of that, and you're very unhappy too, because this is a chapter in your life that you really thought you could build on. Okay? But you're too in tune to stay around it because you know the damage that was being done. But now, what is this? The Five of Cups reversed. Something comes and your sadness completely turns around in this area. Like there's something where you get closure, or where you really, really heal. Okay? And it just like, it helps you to go towards a path that you've never been on before. And it also validates your human experience. It validates how you felt. It validates where you're going. It validates the things and people you will never trust in your life again. Like, it just validates everything. All right, so I do feel like something like gives you closure, and there's something that you guys end up celebrating. All right, let's see why this Three of Cups is here. Now, guys, this is so interesting. Again, I wanted to start with Taurus after all of this, because I'm in a sensitive place right now, and I know that Taurus is a sign that's going to test me the least, you know? When I went to my cousin's wake, I'm not going to lie to you guys that I was really dreading it. Of course, I'm dreading it because she's dead now, you know? But I was dreading it because I'm like, there's people here I have not seen in years that it's gonna be awkward. Like, there's people I was dreading seeing that have done such fucked up things to me. And there was one person in particular that I'm like, oh, I really don't want to see this person. I'm at the wake and I see this person walking in my direction to go with their family, all right? And I'm ready to say hello, to give a hug, to, you know, not to be best friends, but I'm ready to be cordial because we both just had a heavy loss. And this is someone that did something really, really, really fucked. And not just one thing, but like there was a year where it was like, fuck Lisette, I'm going to do everything I can to make her feel like the biggest loser on this planet, you know? So it's a situation I let go of. And when this person saw me and locked eyes with me, guys, they looked at me as if I had killed their dog. They looked at me as if I had slept with the love of their life. The way they looked at me, like, if you were anyone on the outside, you would have been like, damn, Lisette, what'd you do to them? And in that moment, I got so much closure because I realized, like, their grand delusion. I'm like, there is no way on this planet you did everything you did to me. And now not only are you looking at me like I'm the one who did all those things, but you recruited a whole bunch of clowns that believe whatever you told them, and it gave so much closure. All right, I mentioned that because I see that happening for you guys too. All right, and it's just like in that moment, any sort of pain or sadness I had about the situation, like I lost all respect for them the moment I saw that, like, and I was just so grateful. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. I don't have to, like, you know, obsess over this in my mind anymore. Like, That's why Tauruses, guys, we always say, like, don't get us to the point where now we have disgust with you, because we'll never look at you with that love ever again, and you're gonna miss that. You're really gonna miss that. All right, that's why I plead with people, like, if you need to take a moment or a breather away from me, then do so. But if you're gonna do something that I'm never gonna forget, like, that's gonna last for the rest of our lives. Like, think twice before you do something really ugly, you know? So we have the Three of Cups here, guys. We have the Two of Wands reversed, and we have the Page of Swords. Wow. You guys understand why something didn't happen the way that you wanted to. Because there is a way that you guys envisioned things, you know? There was a way that you just thought things were going to work out. And you're seeing that it's not. You know, you're seeing that wasn't supposed to happen. And a lot of you knew certain things weren't supposed to happen, but you didn't exactly know why. And for those that don't know exactly why, now you're like, oh. It's like that meme where the caption of the meme is like, when you're looking at God's plan for yourself, and you know this guy's like flipping through a book, he's like, oh my God, why would that happen? And then he flips the page and he's like, oh, okay, that's why it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're on the page, it's like, oh, okay, that's why it happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, God's about to clear up something for you that maybe you didn't quite understand, or you were looking at something like, this isn't fair. And God's like, of course it's fair, and this is why. Okay, there's something you get to get over now, because it's something that you felt very forced in your spirit about this prior, okay? Again, because of all the losses that you were taking. Like, you guys were taking losses that was like above and beyond loss. Like, you guys were taking losses that seemed like foreign to you, all right? Guys, this could have been something like, let's say you're used to earning $20,000 a week, right? And let's say some random weird shit happens, and you're sitting there like, damn, how am I gonna get dinner tonight? Like, it's something that's not common for you. You were taking losses in places that you should not have been, taking losses. And now you're finding out why Spirit allowed certain things to happen, why Spirit allowed you to take certain losses, because these losses were for you to really get a huge win. But again, God's plan is always better than ours, and I feel like a lot of us we did not understand God's plan before. All right, we did not understand why we lost people, places, and things. We did not understand why we were going through so much pain and so much hurt. We did not understand why we were being laughed at in places that we should have been loved. We did not understand why the world was being so cruel to us. And now we're understanding. Okay. But yeah, you're going to have a lot of truth as to why things had to go down a certain way. Okay. Now going towards the future. Sorry guys, I'm talking so much. Again, this is why I wanted to start with Taurus, because I'm like, I just need to do a chill read, you know? We have the High Priestess, beautiful. All right, so guys, going into the future with that High Priestess coming out, you can trust yourself, Taurus. All right, you can trust yourself. What your intuition tells you about a person, place, or thing, you can trust that. The High Priestess is all-knowing. The High Priestess is very tapped in. All right? Let's say you're like dating someone and they're like, hey, baby, I'm going to my mom's house. And your heart just falls into your ass. Listen to that. They're probably not going to their mom's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys can trust yourself, your intuition, and your emotion. All right? And know that you are the most psychic sign of the zodiac. All right? Pisces is a very close tie. But you guys are very tapped in. All right? Don't sleep on yourself. And guys, this is a time where your psychic ability is going to be strong. I had 2 dreams about my cousin passing before she did, and I just didn't realize what it was trying to tell me until after. You know, so it's like we have a responsibility to be aware of our abilities and to be responsible with them. All right, guys, there's so much more to this world besides just these humans walking the planet. All right, guys, like there's so much spiritual shit in this world. All right, watch. It's called The Lost Kids on Netflix. If you haven't watched it yet, please watch it. It's a quick documentary, but listen to what the indigenous people of a certain land say about the Amazon forest. You know, it's just like there is so much more beyond what meets the eye. And everyone is able to tap into it. But when we come here on the 3D, okay, it's so easy to forget that we have God within us, that we have the ability to foresee. All right, this isn't just for the tarot readers and the psychics. This is for everyone. You all have that ability. A lot of you just have this shit calcified. You have your third eye calcified. Wake the fuck up, because all the answers are here. All the answers are here. More than your mom can tell you, your father can tell you, your grandma, your grandfather, more than any priest or religious leader. I just like, look within. Too many. All right, so we have the King of Cups and we have the Eight of Cups reversed. Now, the Eight of Cups reversed, it's usually something from the past that tries to come back in. So let's see what that's about in a moment. All right. Oof, this King of Wands reversed. Guys, like I said, I really feel like something's going to backfire. Like, I really feel like there's been certain energies that have just been playing with you and getting away with it. And I feel like there's going to be so much exposed. And guys, we're in the age of Aquarius. Like, you guys see what's happening on the news. You see what's on TV. All right, guys, there's people that have been getting away with really crazy shit for decades. And now everything is just flying out. All right? That's why I don't believe in karma. If you're an ugly fucking person, all right, and I'm not talking about physicality, but when you're an ugly fucking person and you keep doing ugly freaking things, it's gonna come out. All right, I don't need to get revenge. I don't need to do anything to you because you are your own downfall. The fact that you exist within yourself and within your own ugliness, I don't gotta touch you. You're gonna ruin your own life. Just keep acting the way you acting. You're gonna bring around karma yourself. You know what I'm saying? So we have the High Priestess. Let's talk about the High Priestess. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, guys, there's something that you were justifying it before. You were standing your ground with it before. That's out the window. And again, guys, it's tough for people on the other end of this because nobody ever sees a Taurus leaving. Not only do people assume we're very, very docile, but people always assume that you're always going to forgive. And it's not that you're not forgiving, but it's not going to come around you anymore. Okay? People expect you to forgive and continue like nothing happened. And it's like, okay, I forgive you or I don't forgive you, but I'm moving on from this. People, they don't see that coming with a Taurus. All right? We have the Ten of Cups reversed. Now, there's something that you're tapped into that you're not fighting for anymore because you just know that it's not going to make you happy. All right? And guys, don't you dare give up on your vision of happiness. All right? Spirit is not going to put a feeling in your life or within you that is unattainable. All right? Spirit's not going to do that. Let's say you were born and since you were a young kid, you've always just envisioned yourself like, let's say, helping the world and living very well. Like there's just something in your spirit that has always felt that. It's because that's what you're destined for. But as we get older, as we become adults, as every year passes, we're like, oh, that's not realistic anymore. And then you end up marrying a person you fucking hate and you end up being with friends with someone that fucking hates you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we settle for all these things. And it's like, no, like that love you always envisioned, it was there, but you gave up on it. That way of living, it was there. You gave up on it. You gave up on what was in your heart. We can't do that, Taurus. We can't. All right? There's people that they're not going to be here tomorrow. They don't get to come back and try this shit again. All right? So while we have breath within us, while we can wake up in the morning, we owe it to ourselves and to those who no longer can't. We owe it to ourselves to make this shit happen. All right? That's the responsibility we have to give ourselves. Okay. There's something you refuse to build on anymore. And it's something that you've been unhappy with for a while. But again, we're good at kind of just staying complacent for a little while until we just blow up. And they're like, where did that come from, Taurus? All right? Where did that come from? But that is what finally helps you to move on to the next chapter. It's crazy because, there was someone in my past that it was someone I dated, and they had just disappointed me for so long, for 2-3 years. And then out of nowhere, my spirit just started being so mean to them. And they're like, yo, I didn't do anything to you today. And I'm like, yeah, today. But my spirit is harboring 3 years of resentment. And I had to realize to myself, fuck, I got to take a step back. Because if I don't fuck them up, my spirit's just going to take over. So it's just this is something that it's enough is enough, Taurus, Now we have the King of Cups. That could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Or you just being in a place where you really find peace. We have the Six of Wands reversed. Two of Cups reversed. Nine of Swords reversed. You guys get to the point where you're really at peace with something that didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to, or the way that you thought it would, or the way you thought you wanted it to, okay? You find peace, whether it's after a breakup, leaving a job, some sort of loss, okay? But there's something that was bothering you up until the point that it didn't. So I feel like a lot of you, you're free in the sense that something just doesn't bother you anymore. And I think that that's very dangerous territory, not for us, but for anyone or anything that pushed us there. Because once a Taurus doesn't give a fuck, oh, baby, sucks for you. Sucks for you. All right? Because, guys, I know everyone on this planet says this. No one loves like me. No one loves like me. But, no, a Taurus, when we fuck with you, we will take care of you. We will take the last shirt off our back for you. You will be fed. You will live well. You will have the comfort of knowing that you're not tackling your problems alone. It hurts us to see the people we love suffer more than it hurts them to actually suffer. When good things happen to my friends, I cry tears of happiness. When bad things happen to my friends, I want to rip my hair out. Who do I have to find? Who do I got to punch in the face? How do I take this pain away from you? And I'm angry that I couldn't. That sort of love, you don't find that everywhere. And that's why so many people feel like shit after they fumble us, because we give it so willingly, they feel that it's so easily attained and so easily replaced. And it's like, yo, you just fucking played yourself, because people will leave us and will spend years looking for us and other people, and they're never going to find that. All right? And even if they find another Taurus similar to us, it's not us. There's no duplicate of you. All right? All of us were Tauruses, right? We're all going to have a lot of similarities. But each and every one of us is going to be slightly different. You don't get the same Taurus twice. I don't care if it's that Taurus's fucking identical twin. You do not get the same Taurus twice. Doesn't matter how given we all are. You don't get the same one twice. All right? So that is what makes something or someone turn around and say, hey, Taurus, how you been? All right. When you finally make peace with the fact that something is done, and like you're not crying about it, you're not hurt about it, like you're genuinely at peace after so long not being at peace, then it wants to come back around and it's too late. It's too late. All right. That's why Taurus says give chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, because it's like, motherfucker, you sure? You sure? You sure that you want to be on my bad side? Are you sure? Because once you're there, there's no going back. Are you sure? And we give people more than enough chances to be like, oh shit, Taurus, I fucked up. My bad. Like, we give you that. We want you to realize that before we cut you off. But then people, they want to be like, they want to get comfortable with the disrespect. And now they find themselves looking like the biggest fucking idiot on this planet. You know, whether it takes months, years, decades, but they're going to feel it eventually. All right, so what's this about? Last card for the future. There's something from the past that tries to force its way back into your life. And it brings nothing but loss. Okay? And I also feel that whatever or whoever this is coming from a place of loss. So I really feel like the tables were turned. All right? Because for a little hot minute, y'all was down. For a little hot minute, people might have had a reason to laugh. All right? Or the reason may have sounded valid. Okay? And that's why I always say, like, we got to be humble and we can't laugh at anybody. Because you can be in that position the next day. I'll never call somebody broke. I'll never call somebody stupid. I'll never call somebody undeserving. I won't. Because I don't want to put my foot in my mouth. All right? A millionaire today could be homeless tomorrow. All right? That's why you got to be kind to everybody. And if you don't have good emotions or feelings towards a person, just leave them alone. And hopefully they leave you alone. Because if they don't leave you alone, Taurus, we know what happens, right? When people come for you, you're reminded of how powerful you are. Okay? We get a high when people talk shit about us. All right? I had to watch a group of like 4 or 5 women just sit there at the wake and and I'm like, yo, I am so fucking powerful. Imagine a group of people being so close with one another because the common denominator is you don't fuck with them anymore. Like, imagine a fan club of people who fucking failed miserably when it came to you. And they all find solace in one another. That's power. And Taurans, you guys know we isolate sometimes. You know that we're very good at being alone. So imagine like a Taurus just sitting there minding their fucking business. And then you got a group of people attacking you. People that you didn't attack. People that you didn't come for. Do you know how powerful you are, Taurus? If this ever happens to any of you guys again, I don't want you to feel like shit. I don't want you to be like, oh my God, like, is there something in my teeth? No. You're a fucking goat. And these people saw it before you did. It's a compliment. Imagine people being threatened by you and you ain't do shit. That's why I always tell people, if you don't fuck with me, just leave me alone. Don't talk shit about me. Don't do any of that because you're going to gas me. You remind me of how powerful I am. Like, don't do it. I always tell people, I'm like, yo, if you don't like me, just go about your life. Don't talk about me. Don't look at me. Don't, like, just leave me alone. The moment I hear you're talking shit, fire under my ass. And now I'm about to do everything you said I couldn't in half the time. We're petty like that. All right? You guys may not want to admit this out loud, but a lot of you are going to be successful. If you aren't successful already, a lot of you are going to be successful just because you want to piss a few people off for your success. You might not say it. You might be like, no, that's immature. I'm doing this just for me. Fuck that. You know that bitch is going to be sick to her stomach. Come on now. You know you're going to get a little high off of that, you know? You come on. When you live a life that can't be touched by everybody, come on. Y'all don't gotta lie to me. Like, y'all really don't gotta lie to me. Let's see what card just fell on the floor. That's interesting. You stood your ground. You stood your ground against a lot of attack. Seven of Swords reverse, and now that's being exposed. All right? That thing that was draining you can no longer waste any time with you. All right? There was something that was formed against you, and it didn't work, Taurus. It just didn't work. All right? And I feel like this was coming from a very narcissistic energy. All right. So, guys, let's get some cards of advice so I can close this out. This is the first reading I've done in, oh my God, weeks. So I didn't want to rush, guys. I didn't want to like I needed to get my groove back, okay? All right. Now, guys, if this is resonating with you so far, there's links in the description below to donate, as well as my Amazon wish list if you guys want to bless the home. And my loves, if you need a personal reading, all of that is there. Now, guys, if you're still listening, I do have a sale right now on my website. I'm going to leave it up for a few days because I just haven't been on. But use the code Black Friday 24. So it's going to be BLKFRI 24. BLKFRI 24. I'll leave it up until like Friday the 7th. I think it's either the 6th or 7th. But I'll leave it up till then. And it's 33% off the website, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on. Now, guys, on the personal readings, if you need a very fast turnaround, please get an emergency reading, which comes out within 24 hours, or get the one-on-one live reading because those are top priorities. It's my most exclusive reading. Okay. But yeah, guys, if you get a regular reading, it could take a few days to a few weeks, just depending on how many people are requesting reading at that time. And that is my load being done, guys. Damn, I know I've been talking for too long because right before I got on this video, I put my sheets to dry, like my heavy sheets. And it was like, yeah, hour and 15 minutes. So here we are. Eight of Pentacles. Don't worry about anyone else or anything, guys. Get to work, Taurus. All right? That gift you have, that thing you're born to do, just get to work, guys. Stop looking over your shoulder. Stop worrying about people and places and things. Get to work, guys. You have a responsibility to have some sort of output in this world, okay? You have the Temperance card, so whether you see it or not, your spirit is very happy with where you are or where you're going, okay? You're in a place that you guys can really put out work, and it's going to be something that comes from your heart, from your soul, all right? For some of you, you could have some love coming in, all right? And if that's what it is with this Lovers here, with the Emperor energy behind it, this could be Aries, Virgo energy, but whatever this is that's coming in, something that you really love or a lover, it's going to be someone extremely trustworthy. You guys are not stupid, all right? It's not your lying, manipulative piece of shit ex. Like, if you're already seeing somebody for who they are, that is not who I'm talking about. This is someone or something you can genuinely, from the bottom of your heart, like, trust it, okay? Two of Wands, like, you guys are going to be on a path that you're so passionate about it. You're so excited about it. You feel like you have the world in your hands, all right? Because you were so obsessed with peace and healing. That's all you wanted. And now you've gotten to turn your back on anything that wasn't for you. And you're finally able to expand in ways that you've wanted to or needed to for so long. We have the Four of Cups. And guys, all this good stuff happens because there's something that you came to peace with it not being in your life. That's really why this is happening. All right, Spirit just needed to make sure you weren't going to be a dumbass and go back to something, okay? And for a lot of you, you know, I do want to say that this is something that you could go back to, okay? Like, I know there's things in life that are permanent, like death, okay? But this is something that it feels like you have the option to go back to it. It's not something that's like permanently out of your life, and even if you wanted to go back, you can't, you know? Like, this is something that, like, it's still available to you, and you're just like, no, that wasn't good for me, okay? And the moment that, you know, Spirit saw that, and Spirit's like, okay, Taurus finally learned this lesson. All right. That's when this happens for you. Hi, girl. Oh my God, are you confirmation that this is right? Hello. My baby came to say hi. She never bothers me when I'm working. She actually gets sad because when she sees me get all makeup done and in front of the computer, she's like, oh, mommy gonna be talking for a hot little minute, you know? So we have the Five of Cups reversed, okay? So much healing comes to you. And again, Spirit wants you to know that you made the right call to not bring something back, to not stir the pot when it came to something. And this is something that left you very unhappy. This is something where a lot of bullshit could have been spoken about you, all right? And this is something that could have really triggered the fuck out of you, all right? Tauruses could be so freaking mad and not show it. Like, eventually we do get to the point that we will show you if you push us enough. But for the most part, we don't like letting people know that they got a rise out of us. All right? So, you know, we might have, like, a very stoic face when it comes to you. But behind the scenes, we could have been like, fuck that bitch. Who the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But, like, it's not cute for people to see you sweating. It's not cute to let people know, like, oh, my God, I made Taurus feel away. So we don't give people that sort of reward. We stay quiet. We deal with it the way we need to deal with it, you know? Let's get 3 more cards here. And 3 cards came out. Guys, some sort of wish fulfillment is coming in for you. All right? Something is about to happen. And there is someone or something that truly feels like they got a win over you, or they feel like they took you down in some way. Okay. And this is Spirit saying, don't worry. Spirit's not done with the situation yet. Spirit is handling this. So guys, it's one thing if you did some crazy shit and now it's like, you know, people want you to be accountable for that. But for those of y'all that was really just minding your business, that you were heartbroken by things that went down, like, if you were really just minding your business and attacks started coming towards you, like, I feel bad for anyone or anything behind those attacks. Like, I really, really do. For some of you, you're going to see some sort of, it's either some sort of downfall with the group, or it's just like, you know what this reminds me of? Okay. It reminds me of like a quote I saw. This was recently on Instagram that's like, it says something like, you know, why don't you hang out with a lot of people? And it's like, you know, because I see all these people talk shit about one another and then sit and dine at the same table. It was something along the lines of that, but it's just like, I feel like there's so much gossip or bullshit that goes back to the source of the bullshit. Okay? This is the sort of energy where it's like, again, I just feel like there's people are moving in a weird way, or there's just something that's really fucked up, and it's just like, it's that backfire, guys, you know? It's that backfire, like something really backfires, and it's just like, whoever was trying to cause that chaos in your life now have to deal with chaos. Okay? Because for a majority of you, you didn't deserve the chaos that people, places, or things tried to thrust upon you. You didn't deserve it. Okay? And it's like, with all the effort they put into this chaos, you know, the universe is like, okay, well, that created chaos has to go somewhere. And I'm not going to let it go to Taurus, because Taurus did nothing to deserve this. So return or sender. And now people are mad. Now people are sick. Okay? When you wish something really bad on a person, don't be surprised when it happens to you. All right? And this is specifically in a case where they don't deserve what you want to happen to them. Okay? Like if it's someone that, like, you know, did something to you that they should be in jail over, all right, you have every right to hope that, you know, the universe humbles them to some extent. But like, again, for those of y'all that was just chilling and some sort of weird ass injustice came towards you, this is spirit saying that the worst is over, that the bullshit is done, it can't touch you anymore, and that, again, whoever or whatever tried to create that chaos in your life now has to deal with the chaos because it's not coming to you. Now they got to sit in it. You made your bed, so lie in it. Taurus, I love you guys so much. All right. Let me get back to these personal readings. Thank you guys for your patience with me through all of this. I miss my cousin so much. And I know I'm never going to be the same. All right. But it would be disrespectful to her to just sit in bed and cry all day and not get everything I desire out of life. So let's do the best we can. Okay? Until next time, guys.